really, I did the 30 card, and that was a struggle for me to even get to 30. So this month I have a goal of 100, and it's, you know what? It's just getting easier and easier. So I'm enjoying it.
Isn't that, you just said something powerful. The more you do it, the easier it gets because it becomes habit.
Right.
So just keep up the good work, and I know you'll check in with me and let me know. Well, you're off to a great start for week 1 because you just upgraded to the 97 recently, and so your week started last week. So just keep me posted.
I will absolutely do that. And everybody that gets them, that's why it makes it so exciting, because they all call me or message me or Facebook me. And I mean, I think there's very few that haven't responded back to me. And they're like, oh my gosh, you just made my day.
That's right. We have the ability to do that. We have the ability to make people's days. So, and Christina Hayes, she just joined SendOutCards last night, about 9:30 last night. So welcome, Christina. You and I had an opportunity to chat a little bit earlier today. So glad you're here.
Thank you.
And welcome, Anna. She's in a suburb of Toronto, Vaughan. Good to have you on, Anna.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Chip. Nice to have you.
Draga's on. I'm just waiting for a few more people. So, Chip, do you see where people are coming in?
Yeah, I see if they have their video on. It says we have 9 non-video people, and we have about 7 video people.
Okay, so but do you see over in the chat when people come in, the participants, where you can admit them into the room?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'll keep my eye on that, and we're going to go ahead and get started because I'm super excited to just share with you today. Chip and I were talking yesterday about the amazing opportunity that SendOutCards is, especially this last week when we've all been home, right? Are you all at home, staying healthy, staying happy? So being home for me meant sending cards, and I sent a card. I've talked about this card, so I'm going to go to speaker view for a second. So I sent this card on the 20th of March. No camera on computer. I sent this on the 20th of March, and so inside it just has, and I did a video to show how I did that with another card that's in our system, but it just said, dear Gayle, dear first name, thinking of you during this time of self-quarantine. What a year to remember. Our thoughts are with you. Text us when you get this card. What was the first word you found? Please stay safe and healthy. If you need someone to talk to, give us a call. And then there's the word search. And then, of course, the branding on the back of the card. So in sending this, it started on Monday. And I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the responses that have come in just as, like when I was preparing for this call, I got a text message from Art and Pat. So, oh, hang on. Let me invite someone who's trying to get in.
I turned it off, Gayle, so that people don't have to wait.
Oh, okay. You could do that?
Yeah,
awesome.
I found it.
Wow. That's teamwork, when you can both work together and create a fun atmosphere for sending or for doing webinars. So now that I'm getting back on track. Okay.
Team teaching.
Team teaching. So I'm just sitting here and I got a text message. So I want to just read this to you because this is what it's about. This is what I want you to understand is we are in a day in time in our history where it's connection. It's being human. This isn't about selling. This isn't about sales and marketing. It's about connecting on a human level so that we become memorable, right? You become memorable. Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel. It's our opportunity right now to allow people to feel our humanness, our kind, our caring, our reaching out in kindness. So, this text message came in at 12:57 today. Glad to hear from you via the word search card. Glad to know where you landed. I had texted you when I first saw your for sale sign on Center Street. That was our office. And so
You're muted.
there we go. So we had put our office up for sale and she noticed it. And this was back, because I saw it after she sent this, on August 30th last year. Hey, I saw your for sale sign on Center Street and I didn't respond. So that'll give you a little for her preparation for why she said what she did. I had texted you when I first saw your for sale sign on Center Street, but didn't hear back then. Hope you're staying healthy and healthy and staying sheltered. We are fine in our great condo with our lovely view of Portage Creek nature. Every now and then we'd like to have a larger community than Vicksburg. However, it's a moot point at present. Our LA family is locked down and out of work, but glad to be together and not in a hurry. P.S. I found heartfelt first. Take care. So here's my response. Let me first apologize for my lack of response last August. Thank you for noticing us. We didn't sell the office yet. Our son moved back from Rhode Island and is living there in the apartment. Good to hear you still love the condo and your surroundings. Nature brings peace, especially in quarantine. Thanks for taking a moment to text. We love hearing from you. Hello to Art. Is Vicky still with you? Vicky is their dog. And she responded, good to hear back. Yes, Vicky is 14 plus years and moving slowly but steadily. Her vet says that her exercise has kept her in excellent health. Us too. Take care and hello to Steve. Thanks again for reaching out, Pat. And she liked it. Here's what I want to point out with that text message. What did it do? It created conversation, right? It created a connection. The word search card, it had a call to action. Text me when you get this and let me know what your first word is. She did that, reminded me of my lack of communication last August. And so now have we reconnected? This is what SendOutCards is all about. SendOutCards is all about reconnecting us with the people that already know, like, and trust us. Who are you top of mind with? How can you get to top of mind with them? That's what this is all about. So Chip and I are going to share some ideas. This was the word search. This card went out to 164 people, 8 of my grandchildren. I didn't send one to my grandson Joel because he's blind and he couldn't do the word search anyway, so I just wasn't leaving him out. I sent it to 57 BNI members, and I sent it to about 98 of our sphere of influence. And so I'm going to just share my screen and I'm going to show you what that response looked like with that card. Okay, I gotta move us. So here's the word search card, 164. It was sent on March 20th. This was the first response. Found the word joy. Thank you for the card. First word, heartfelt. And get pictures, texting pictures to us. Cindy and Mackenzie got it done last night. Unity was the first word. Thanks for the card. First word I found was calm, and that's what I'm remaining in my new home. Glad I'm here, closer to family and friends. Here's more. Heartfelt. Thanks for the card. Would it make you laugh if I just told you the first word was snot? She works in the healthcare field. Heartfelt. Reflection. This one I love. My friend Mary sent it. Love the card. Thank you. Self-care. And then 2 hours later, she texts me back with a picture of her completed word search. Ta-da. Thanks for the card. First word, joy. What a thoughtful thing. Doesn't surprise me. Love the card. Appreciation. Do you see what's happening? And when you see these, if you see the different colors, it's because I have my text color coded. So this was sent to both Steve and I. So Molly said, got your card. First words, joy, self-care, and heartfelt. And then she sent me a picture of Walter playing in his sandbox. My friend Brenda was making masks for people. Her first word was send, and it wasn't even on the card. Self-care, appreciation, send. My granddaughter Lily sent me a text, said she found send, and then she said the word send is in kindness, and if you look, S-E-N-D in kindness spelled backwards. Another person, friend of ours, saw snot. Check this out. Now I'm not gonna. That was a text message sent to us from one of our clients. This was actually the people who bought our home. They're looking to downsize soon. And so this is kind of what it says close up. The first word was send, then kind. Neither one is on the list. Then I finally found the word hugs. So that's what I'm doing, sending kind hugs. So that was a connection, unity, and then this morning, pats. So I share that with you to show you that there is power in like if you make a call to action and you're truly coming from contribution, from kindness, from feeling towards your clientele, it's making a difference. It really makes a difference. So I want to pause here and ask if there's anybody else on the call today that has had similar. Hey, Aaron Wittenstein, I see you on here. Have you had similar responses from the cards that you're sending out? And have you done something other than the word search? So feel free to raise your hand or unmute yourself to just say hello for a minute. I hear ticking. I don't hear anybody.
Hey, Gayle, it's Kim.
Hi, Kim.
I sent the cards, so I'm not sure. I guess they'll be delivered early next week. So hopefully I'll start getting some feedback.
Awesome.
Delivered.
How many cards did you send out?
Oh, gee. I think it was like 180 or something like that. It was a lot. I just didn't want to overanalyze it. I just sent it to everybody I could think of.
Don't overanalyze this, you guys. Getting into action. So this is a part of what I do every day. So having your clients, your relationships organized in your SendOutCards system allows you to take action much quicker and more effectively than if you're not paying attention to that. Right? So I have my BNI members are in a group. I have my top 100 in a group. It's easy to find my grandchildren. When I have my family members. So Chip created this sunflower card. He had taken this picture, right, Chip? You took this picture?
Yes, I took that picture like 2 summers ago. I passed a field in the country of all, thousands of sunflowers. I thought that would make a great card. Little did I know that, it really would be appropriate right now.
Right, because there's a saying, and I got this card from Chip. Chip, thank you. I love getting your cards. The sunflowers follow the sun, but did you know that when it's cloudy and gray, they face each other and share their energy? Imagine if people would do that too. And then Chip wrote this, Gayle and Steve, even though we can't visit in person right now, I wanted you to know that I am thinking of you and sending you positive energy. I look forward to when we can get together and laugh and enjoy sunnier days. So I want to show you what I did. So this is Chip's card. We all have the ability to share with SendOutCards, right? So I'm going to go over into my account and I'm going to show you that Chip shared the card with me along with some other, like we've got the neighborhood bingo and got a couple more word searches. But I'm going to open this up and I'm just going to share with you. So just edit card. And here's the inside. So I did a little border around my picture to the left, but March 2020. First name. We saw this image shared on Facebook and it inspired us to think of you, especially during these cloudy gray days of the coronavirus. Even though we can't visit in person right now, we wanted you to know that we are thinking of you and sending you positive energy. We look forward to when we can get together and laugh and enjoy sunnier days. All our best, Steve and Gayle. And here's what we put on the back. So for those of you who are just maybe new to SendOutCards, you have the ability to create the custom branding for the back of your cards and save those so that you can choose whatever one you want on any given campaign. And that was the card that I was able to create, and I sent it to my family members. So when I want to send it, go to send order, select, create. And I sent this to, when I go down here to add groups of people, I can view the groups as soon as they populate up here. And I sent it to the Swenson family and to the Zintek family. I clicked done. Look, it brought up 76 recipients. I click ready to send, and it calculates out the cost for me based on, and we're going to talk about the system package. See, I have this system package, so I don't pay for the cards. I've already pre-bought my cards. All I'm doing is paying for the postage, which is $41.80 for 76 cards. And I was able to send that card to all those people with a click of a button. Does anybody have questions about how to utilize, how to create or how to send a campaign?
I do.
What?
I have so you had their personal names. So the computer does that for you, puts the name in there of the individual person?
Yeah, so when I did my card, it said dear first name, and like the sunflower card, when it says dear first name, it pulls whatever names on the contact manager.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, so I can go in and show you how that works really quick. I clicked on questions. Chip, are there any questions that we need to answer?
I've answered a couple. One of the questions
Okay.
was, how do I share a card? You have to first make that card into a campaign, and then you can share it to the person's username. Another question was the barcode in the back, what's that for? That's how SendOutCards matches the cards with the envelopes when they're producing them. And somebody asked, can I get a copy of my sunflower card? I'm happy to share it. Just text me your username. It really does have to be a username. Some people think it's, the number. I've checked with SendOutCards several times and they said username. So if your number is your username, that's what we need. But if it's like mine is my first and last name. So, and there's a difference whether or not you're affiliate or not affiliate. Anyway, so it's just easier, username across the board.
So Chip just shared this card with me yesterday or the day before. And so here's the inside. The inside is a blank. And so see how it says first name here? So if that wasn't there and I wanted to add the first name, I'm going to go down here, Kelly, see where it says first name, last name, spouse name, first name and spouse name.
Okay.
When you do that, it just, and make sure when it's underlined, that means it's going to add the first name from your contact manager.
So I haven't done any system sends or campaigns. I've only done heartfelt cards. So if I was to make my own card, how do I make that into a campaign that I can use all these features with?
Okay, so when you're in campaigns, my campaigns, there's a little blue plus sign. Just name it.
Test.
Yeah, test 2. And you're going to create the campaign, and it's just kind of like you're adding the card. So now you're in your card catalog. So
you just make it. Okay.
So now you can just make it. How about these cute little
I love those dogs.
dog cards?
I
It's
love
been,
those.
especially this one, it's been a while since I've seen you. I've sent this twice today so far.
I
You
like
give
the
me-
Holy Shih Tzu.
my friend had a Shih Tzu that passed away, and Wendy's in SendOutCards with us as well. And I sent this. I wasn't sure if she had a Shih Tzu, but it really made her day to have a little angel Shih Tzu, and that just fit her. But all these new cards, you guys, they're fabulous, and really worth taking a look at. So now, if I choose this card and I go to customize, choose that's a 2-panel. Now I'm going to add it to the campaign. So now I can just save this. And next time I go back into my campaigns, it's there. I can go ahead and open it. I can edit it, which takes me right back into the card to be able to edit the card and add my message, add whatever back I want to add to the card itself, update it. And every time you update it, now it's saved as that version in your campaigns. Helpful?
Yes.
Hey, Gayle, it's Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hey, so when you add your message there, do you literally type first name, the words first name?
No. Don't do that,
Yeah.
or it'll be first name. So if I'm going to write in here and I'm going to start out, I'm going to go down here. Oops. Just scroll down on this sidebar. So you got your fonts and your colors. Click first name, and that's going to add it to the card. Now I can say, dear first name, type my message, and then that's what's going to pull from your contact manager. So let's go look at that for a second, because this is probably one of the most asked questions in all of how do I put people into my relationship manager. And it's been my practice that if they are, I'll go look at our top 100, because those are normally couples. So see how I have Aaron and Elise in the first name field, Aaron and Jeff, Karen and Marty, Ron and Mary, Ken and Gayle. So when I use the first name feature, so we'll go over here and we'll look at Ron and Mary's. So here's the word search. Dear Ron and Mary. Here's the New Year's card that I created and sent to the top 100. Dear Ron and Mary. So does that make sense to you? When you're working with couples, it's my practice. You don't have to do it, but here's the difference. If you're putting them in as first name and spouse's name, and you send that on the envelope, it's just going to be the first name of the person. I want my envelopes to be addressed to Ron and Mary Anglin. I don't want it to be addressed to Ron Anglin and then inside it says Ron and Mary. I want them both to be there. So that's my practice. I've done it for 13 years. My couples are in as couples, and if I want to put people in as individuals, I can also do that as well if I'm going to send birthday cards or things like that.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Gayle, because I've gone both ways. I had people as couples, but then I thought, okay, for Gayle and Steve Zintek, I had birthdays April 4th, but there's no place to put Steve's birthday. And, so somebody mentioned recently of doing 3 contacts, one for Gayle, one for Steve, and one for Gayle and Steve. And that way, Christmas time, when I want to send Christmas cards, it goes to Gayle and Steve, birthday. So that makes the most sense. The reminders or the note to say, with the dated note, they used to remind you about those dated notes. It doesn't anymore. So, and I double check with that with SendOutCards.
Okay, and one thing I want to cover while we're on the subject of campaigns is sharing. People always go, well, where do I find it? So when you're in your SendOutCards and you go to your account and you see this notifications and the little pink circle, you can go in there. See, Chip just shared with me another one. I just click accept.
And then where do you go, Gail? Because
Okay. So then I'm going to go to my campaigns. I'm going to go to my campaigns. I'm going to refresh. And I'm going to go back to my campaigns when it loads here. And there it is, Toronto neighborhoods. So hopefully you understand that. I think that's a frustrating part for people. I don't even know where to go to get this. So is anybody that's on the call right now would like the sunflower? The first 2 people that raise their hands and give us their username. Chip, you tell me, and I'm going to share this campaign.
Okay.
I'm not on video. I'm raising my hand. I'm not on video.
Okay, what's your, speak up, what's your username?
I think it's just Kelly Frick.
So Kelly?
Y-F-R-I-C-K.
Okay.
Now, while we're talking about that, the usernames are extremely case sensitive. And sometimes when you type it into the messenger box, it automatically capitalizes the first letter. So be cognizant of that.
Who else
I
wants
don't
it?
know if mine's capitalized or
one
not.
for
Kim
you.
Chrisman.
I have
I
one
put
for
my
you.
hand down.
Oh, it's
Well,
Kay
Anna.
Chrisman, Gail, sorry.
Oh, see?
Kay Chrisman. Thank you.
Okay.
Gail, I have one. Anna with a capital A.
Okay.
And then capital M, capital SOC.
Capital M, capital SOC, like that.
I can't see it. Wait a second. Let me go back.
Anna with a capital
Yeah,
A.
like that. Yes, yes.
All right.
There you go, Anna.
All right, and everybody that's on this call and this recording, I mean, Chip and I have time right now to do this share, but imagine if 1,000 people said, hey, can you share that with me? We would be sharing, all we would be doing is sharing that. So, you know, because you're on the call today, and if you have a desire to, any of those campaigns that you've seen, you know, Chip's got the awesome bingo cards that he created. This is a 3-panel card that has like 3 bingo boards, and then the message, go for a solitary walk with the kiddos and see how many things they can find. Winners can get an ice cream sundae or something, or a special request or some special privilege. Use your imagination and have fun. And
Oh,
Chip
that's
does an amazing job with branding with his cards. Branding. If you don't like what SendOutCards has to offer, then go to Canva. Just learn to be the basic use of Canva and create whatever you want. Take an image and put it on the back, and you can write text over it. It's a great way to be able to save. I see you, Mickey, MC Bullet, and we'll make sure. Judy's on. Good to see you on here, Judy. Judy from Hawaii. I love you, girlfriend. So
Love you too.
Gail, I'm just going to interject. Some of them I've already shared the cards to, but after, as long as they send me, I told them they could text me, they could send me a Facebook Messenger, or put it in the chat, and I'll follow up and share after the session is over.
Perfect. Awesome. Any other questions about the campaigns?
I have another question.
Sure.
So you somehow got the front of one card on the inside of the other card. How did you do that?
Are you talking
The
about
word search.
Oh, I have a video on YouTube.
Okay.
If you message me, or you can, if you go to just search Gayle Zintek on YouTube.
Okay.
I did a 5-minute video on how I did that.
Okay.
So you'll be able, I added pictures of Steve and I into a card, and then I took a screenshot of the front of the card. That became the image that I put on the inside.
Oh, okay.
It was,
okay.
I think it threw people for a loop. They're like, how did you do that? So there's a quick video.
Okay, I'll look it up. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody else with questions around the campaigns?
Gayle,
Yes.
could you explain to me how you schedule your campaigns out? Because that's really throws me off a lot of times. I can create the campaign, but then I get thrown off about the time frames. I'm not sure how to set that up.
Well, most of my campaigns are set to immediately if they're single cards. So you'll see this one. All of these that are single touches are immediate.
Okay.
Let me I'll find a multiple touch campaign that will kind of explain the scheduling.
Okay.
Here's my seller campaign. So this is a 5-touch campaign that's built with 3 gifts. So the first one goes out immediate, and it has a 4-pack of brownies. The second one goes out 3 months later with a $25 Amazon gift card. An anniversary card goes out on anniversary. You can see this here, and I'll show you how I set that up. May 11th and November 11th. So if I edit this card, it's the 3-month card. See how it says send delay right here? And then you go to advanced options. Maybe I have to edit it. Hang on. No. Paper type, send delay, arrive. Oh, on a specific date. No, not specific date. Advanced options. There we go. When you click on advanced options, I can put 3 months after immediate.
Okay.
So when I put 3 months after immediate, then that's that card. No, I don't want to save it. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. Then anniversary, that one's a little bit easier because if we edit this one, then that's just on a specific date, arrive on anniversary. So you just have to make sure that you have the anniversary added to the contact. So for us, it's the home anniversary. The closing date is the anniversary. So that's going to go out a year after the closing.
Okay.
This one, May 11th. So this one, we just set on a specific date. So we just chose that that's the day on a specific date, May 11th. And it's the summer card. So when it goes out, just says, we're sending you thoughts for a summer story that make you smile. Let us know what fun things you have planned. If you're around 3 Rivers, come take a cruise with us around Clear Lake. So, and then this one goes out November 11th. It's just dated for that day. Does that help, Judy?
Yeah, so for the ones that are like every 3 months and you do that advance, the system will automatically calculate when to send it out. So once I set it up, I don't have to worry about it. But
Right.
The ones with the specific date, I have to go in and make sure that it's the specific date.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just say we close on a house on May 1st. They're going to get this card right away. A couple days later, this card's going to be scheduled to go out because it always goes out a week in advance. No, it goes out on May 11th. So it'll go out May 11th and they'll receive it on probably the 15th through the 17th. So those two might be close together, but it's going to go out next May for the anniversary, and it's going to go out May, June, July, August will be the 3-month that this card will go out. And then this one, of course, on November 11th. So there might be times when a couple cards, depending on how you have it set up, will go out close together. But do people get mad if they receive 2 cards at the same time? I'm going to think not.
And how many days in advance does the system send those scheduled cards? Because if you schedule it to go out arrive on a specific time frame.
I made a mistake when I said that we don't schedule it to arrive on a specific time frame. Now this anniversary card, the system knows, and let me go to my card history and I'll show you, because I have a few campaigns that are just hanging out because they've already been scheduled. So this is a home anniversary card for a buyer. Angela Crocker this card is going to be mailed on February 4th, 2021. That's her home anniversary card. You can see these other cards are sitting there. They're going to be mailed out on the specific day.
Okay, so that's because that's their anniversary date, so that the card will go out on that day.
So let's go look at, if I go look at Angela. Whew. Joni, your doggies. So here's Angela. Angela's top 150. Her anniversary is January 17th, 2020.
And the system will send it ahead of time, so it arrives close to the anniversary of the birthday date. So I think there's some confusion around that.
Right. So if I had her birthday in here, and well, I've got a lot of birthdays. Let's go up here and look. Relationships. So some people like to send birthdays, right? So if I want to look at who's got a birthday, March 15th through the 30th. I have 114 people that have birthdays during that time. I could choose to select all. I could go to a campaign. I could type in birthday. I can send this. See, I have mine set for immediate because I don't like to send them all ahead. But if I had it set for the birthday, it would calculate is it 1 week or 2 weeks prior, Chip?
It's 1 week in the States and 2 weeks in Canada.
Okay. So if their birthday is on the 15th, the card's gonna go out somewhere around the 6th or 7th of April to their home, so that it arrives close to their birthday.
And if you're late sending it, so less than the 7 days or 14 days, it will send it next year. So be careful of that.
Yeah, you have to kind of watch that. That's kind of the more of the
And do you recreate the cards every year so it's a different set of cards going out?
I don't. Well, when you think of real estate, I don't have the same customers every year, so I don't really have to change those out.
Okay.
I change it for my birthdays because I send those as a campaign. So every year I have a new birthday card.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Judy. Glad you're on learning, participating.
I get a question again about, I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused on the pricing for the system sends and the campaign. So
Perfect.
You just had it pulled up. So if you pay $400 per year, you get 300 cards, but that's it, right?
Nope. No,
Okay.
you get 300. They're like 300 prepaid cards. Think of it as prepaid cards. And then if you look here, Kelly, for the full year, you get to send system cards for $1.31.
A good example, Gayle, I sent 500 New Year's cards. So, the first 300 I had already paid for with my system package. After that, they just calculated $1.31 times whatever the remainder was. But I'm still enjoying the discount for the full 12 months.
Because let's look at this for a second. If you're on the 17 a month, those system sends are $2.25 a piece, unless you're doing 20 or more. But that's still $2 for a group. So if you have 100 cards going out at $2, that's well, $310 if you add in postage, right? In the
Mhm.
States, it's more than that in Canada.
And I've done the calculation, Gail, sorry to interrupt. If you're on the $97 plan, the System Send will save you 25%. If you're on the $37, you're going to save 35%. And if you're on the $17, you're going to save 41%. So that's, you know, I mean, if you went to the grocery store and you saw something that's 41% off, you'd probably buy 3 or 4, right? Say, oh, I'm saving all this money. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'm glad there's smart people on here that do math. So
You said that was an average. It says it's an average of $1.31 per card. So how could it be more or less?
No, it's $1.31.
it's $1. So if you took $395 on your calculator,
Divide by 300.
Oh, that's
So-
where you're getting that number.
$395 divided by 300 is $1.31.6
Plus postage.
plus postage. When you
Okay.
look when you look at the system package, and you get it for 12 months. So this is something we're going to buy once a year.
Mm-hmm.
To have the ability to then send all of our system cards for $1.31 plus the cost of the stamp.
Is that why it says average? Because stamps cost different amounts?
Where are you seeing average?
It says will receive the average cost of $1.31 for all paid
Oh.
cards.
Don't worry about average. Just ignore that word.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It'll be $1.31 plus the cost of the stamp.
And then if I don't buy the $395 per year and I still want to do a system send, then I'm paying, like if I'm on the 37, I'm paying $2 per card plus
Mhm.
postage.
Right.
Correct.
And then if I'm on the 97, I'm paying $1.75. And there's
Right.
no limit though, right? To the
No
number.
limit. Mm-mm.
Okay. So you're saying, like you're saying, but you said the percentage was like 40 something cents per card that you'd be saving.
41 on the 17, 35, and 25, depending on which plan.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand. I guess what I didn't understand was the 20 plus because I didn't know about groups. I'm
Mm.
really new.
Oh, well then I'm glad you're on here because you're asking the questions that a lot of people that
Yeah.
are new are going to have, that are going to
Yeah.
watch this replay and they're going to be,
Yeah,
I
there you
have no
go.
idea what they're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Because the 20 plus, I'm like 20 plus. Is that the cards? I don't understand. Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense now. Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Okay. I have one more question. So my subscription is 37 right now, and it ends on the 7th of April. If I wanted to bump up to the 97 tomorrow, if I just call, would it just start tomorrow? And it would just, because I've already used all my cards for the 37.
They'll prorate it for you.
Mhm.
So Sherry just did that. Sherry, can you
Mhm.
speak to that? Hang on, I'll unmute you.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
There you go.
Yes, I just called. Gail just told me to give them a call, and I called customer service, and they took care of it immediately. And they just prorated the 1 or 2 days since my expiration. So it
So,
was
but
really easy.
okay, yeah, but so I should probably wait until the 7th then, because I don't want to pay 97, or I guess I wouldn't be paying 97. I would just be paying a little bit till the 7th and then charge 97. Is that correct? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't know the math and how they do that.
Okay,
but
I'll call them.
Yeah, and they might say wait till the 7th, or they might say here. I think with Sherry, what they did was she paid the 37, and then she bumped up like 2 or 3 days later after she paid that, and so they only charged $62.
Right. I'm just so
Right.
close to the end. But I would like to do more cards between now and the 7th.
And think about that. And they'll answer that question, but think about if you did, 20 more cards between now and the 7th, you're going to be saving $10 just in postage.
And
Right.
I don't think you have to call. I think if you do it online, it will still prorate.
Yeah, but if you want to know what it's going to prorate.
Yeah, I want to know how they're going to do it because
Yeah.
because I don't want to have to pay 97. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I'll call them.
Okay. And
Thank you.
if you need, I'll just shout it out. It's the customer support number is 801-463-3800.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just call them tomorrow and see what I can do.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Kelly. Thanks for all your great questions.
Oh, I hope they're great.
All right, Chip, anything that you'd like to share?
Sure. Let me just share my screen for a sec. Well, I don't need to share the screen. I did, there are various word search generators out there. So I found one last night and I created, I'm a realtor in Toronto. So I created a word search that were Toronto neighborhoods. So it's something that young or old doesn't matter. And I sent 150 cards to people in my database. Again, just saying, you know, we're cooped up and we're bored and just thought you might like to have a little diversion. So, you know, you can personalize them. And so that's a nice thing to do as well. You know, one of my bingo cards that I sent out, I got a text message from someone that said, you know, we love you and we love your card, you know, and it was a picture of them holding the card. So again, really, really heartfelt responses.
I'm going to say that this is probably the one, right, Chip?
That's the one, that's right. So on the front, I decided to switch it around a little bit. So I put the message that normally would be on the inside, on the front. There's no place like home. I think this falls under the category, be careful what you wish for. Since we're all self-isolating, I thought you might need a diversion. What's the first word you found? Tag me in social media, text or call. I have a lot of older people that might not be on social media with my phone number. And then on the inside, I took a picture of the word search and I added it as a background image. So that way it's on both sides of the card.
I'm gonna edit it so people can see. There you go.
Now so if you select the edge of the card and go to background, that's where you can add the image. Now the only thing that I found when I sent it, it thought that the panels were empty, so it gave me a warning saying, you have empty panels, you better be careful. Do you really want to do this? And I knew they weren't empty, it was just a picture, so I said it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the card that I did last night. Again,
Awesome.
It took me, you know, 10, 15 minutes to put the card together and it's 150 cards.
Hey, Chip, did you just Google word search?
I can put the address, somebody had sent me the address for this crossword puzzle. I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Have to look it up.
I created one a couple years ago for home buyers and home sellers. And so it, I think it was mywordsearch.com. You can check and see if that will take you to it. But it was, honestly, I think I paid $12 a year to make really unlimited word searches. And, you know, it's one of those things. It was one of those shiny objects. I used it for a minute, but now we're kind of bringing that whole idea back for cards. So you can check it out. You might be able to do your first couple for free. All righty. Well, hopefully this has been helpful for all of you to kind of understand
Very
a
much.
little bit more about campaigns with SendOutCards, the ability to reach many people in a short amount of time for, you know, time is money to all of us, and we all have a limited resource of time. So when you can send 150 cards and with a click of a button, it really makes a big difference. So keep sending your cards, keep loving on people, keep showing up for them on social media, engage with them, let them know that you see them and you care about them, and keep sending cards. Hey, and it's National Doctor's Day. You pick up these things on social media. So when I saw that post, I immediately saved the picture and I went and sent a card to our doctor, Dr. Osterhout. Well, he'll be getting his card in the mail this week with the butterfly. Now, the butterfly is a gift in gifting that is, it's spring-loaded. It's kind of fun when they open up the card, it flies out at you. So don't send it to any senior citizens that might have a weak heart, because honestly, it kind of freaks you out a little bit when you first do it. I just sent the butterfly today, Kim. So we'll see. It's in if you're on the 97, you get premium shipping on that one too. So, you know, pick some people this week and just send your heartfelt cards and send some gifts out, brighten their days. We got another week of isolation and quarantine. So let's reach out. Chip.
I put the word search URL in the chat for everyone to copy and use it. It's free, so we may as well. Everyone loves free.
Love it.
All right. Thanks for being here with us today for our 45 minutes of helpful hints in sending campaigns. And if you don't have the system package, budget it in, make sure you get that so you can over time save money on sending those cards out. Okay? Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, both of you.
You're very welcome. We'll talk soon. Message us if you need anything.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.